everybody. Welcome. It is Friday, September the 11th, and we welcome you to another edition of Inspire Me. I'm Debbie, and I own the store here in Midlothian.
And my name's Irene. I work here, and we love to do these segments on Fridays called Inspire Me, where we usually talk about a new product or a new pattern that's caught our eye or a sample that's come into the shop. But today we're doing part 2 of our James River Yarn Crawl / Scroll preview. So it is this weekend.
Yay.
It kicks off tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. We're very excited. Just a quick reminder, as we're talking about all these things today, the ways you can shop with us. You can come and shop in store with us. Our normal hours are 11 to 5, Tuesday through Saturday, but we're going to have some modified hours for the crawl. We'll go over that in a minute. Obviously, per Virginia state mandate, masks are required. We have plenty of hand sanitizer. We do ask you to use it because we want you to be able to touch all the yarn. It's silly coming to a yarn store and not touch yarn, but we want everybody to be as protected as we can. You can also shop online, and pretty much all the yarn that's in the store is online. And also all our specials and things for the crawl are also going to be online. Again, we'll go over that in a minute. But our website is www.danceswithwoolrva.com. You can also do virtual shopping appointments with us and private shopping appointments in the mornings before we open normally. But this weekend, we're not doing any of those just because we anticipate we're going to be really busy. But usually we do have those ways to accommodate folks. And you can find all that information on our website. But this weekend, for the Crawl / Scroll, our hours will be tomorrow, Saturday, September 12th. We'll be from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. All 6 stores will have the same hours. On Sunday, the 13th, we're going to be open from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. And on Monday, the 14th, all the stores will be open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And that's different from us. Normally, we're not open on Sundays and Mondays, but this weekend we will be.
And again, that's all the shops. We are all on the same schedule this weekend.
Yeah.
So all of the shops involved in the crawl will have those hours.
Yes. And as I said, everything that we're going to be showing you today, all of the specials, everything will be available for purchase online. So if you are not comfortable coming into the shop, if you're going to be sitting on the beach this weekend, the way a couple of our customers will be, you can absolutely access everything on the website as well. There are limited quantities, guys. We don't have unlimited stock of everything, but as long as it's still available to purchase, you can do it in store or online.
Yeah. We had one customer come in who said she's going to be traveling to the beach tomorrow, and she is going to be scrolling in the car. She's already gotten her significant other to do the driving so that she can be scrolling on the way to the beach. So there are ways to do it. So we are going to welcome you in store as well as virtually. We have everything set up so that all of the we've got the yarn as it comes in online. We're going to be having that packaged and shipped same day if it is available. Now, some of the products, especially what we're going to talk to you about in a little while, are pre-order. So those will be shipped as they come in. First of all, let me just tell you that we feel just a tremendous responsibility in these days of COVID to make sure that you are safe when you enter the store. So I hope you have patience with us. I hope you'll understand why we're doing what we're doing. I just feel the weight of that responsibility. So we have some protocols in place because, of COVID these days. We have no idea what to expect. None. We don't know how many are going to show up at our door. We've never been in a situation like this with COVID before. We don't know how many are going to be choosing to Zoom and shop do the Zooming sessions and shop online. So we are, we're kind of going into this blind. So we may have to make adjustments as we go. But that right now, these are some of the housekeeping, not rules, but we have put some protocols in place just to try to keep you safe this weekend. And I feel we need to go over that with you right now. First of all, we are not going to have you entering and exiting through the front door. We're going to have you enter through the front door, but we're going to have you exit in the back. So there'll be just one-way traffic in here. We are going to have someone at the front door. We're going to be monitoring how many are in the shop. We're not allowing more than 10 in at a time. We're hoping we're not going to have lines going on, but we do have someone stationed at the front door to help us with those numbers in making sure that we don't have too many in the shop. As I said last week, we've got a lot of fixtures in here. So even though, you know, you're talking about a 1,500 square foot space, there's not that much room when you figure in tables and cabinets and fixtures. Yeah. So we have to be really careful. So we're going to be watching things as we move through the days, the next few days. Barbara's going to be there. Barbara Drake, she's going to be watching the door and making sure you guys are comfortable and, you know, that you kind of know what's going to go on and when you can enter the shop. If it gets into a situation where it looks like a line is forming, Barbara is going to take your name and your phone number, and that way she can text you as soon as it's your turn to come into the shop. And that way you can wait in your car. You don't have to wait in a line around other people. So we'll text you, if you're the next on the list, we'll text you and say, it's your turn, you can come in. We don't know if we're going to have to put that in place, but we did put that guideline on the table just in case we have to go to that.
It might also rain tomorrow.
Yeah,
right?
we just
we don't.
Yeah, it's a good way. It's a good way. That way you're not losing your place in line. You can still wait in the safety of your car, and we'll just text you when it's time to come in. All right. So we have the hand sanitizer, as Erin mentioned, when you come in, but we also have it all over the store, so you can use that. The mask is expected to be worn in here over your face, or over your mouth and your nose, please. But be sure that you do have your mask available. When you're here, we're going to try, we really do want you to try to stay 6 feet apart. So we have some stickers on the floor that will remind you of where the zones are. If there are too many people in a zone, just wait until they leave that zone. They'll be moving throughout the store, so you'll have your turn to get there. But if you could just not all pile into one place, we'd appreciate it.
Just and we're going to have our store specials and things. We're going to spread things out. Yes. We're not going to have everything all together in one spot. No. So that will help you.
Yeah. So we're also going to ask you that once we're not having lines in here waiting for yarn to be wound. There will be no winding during the crawl. We are not going to be printing patterns during the crawl. And the reason for that is your safety. We just know we're going to have more people than usual. It's not going to be safe necessarily to, and not fair to people waiting outside to come in if we have that, to have you lingering too long in the shop. So we're going to ask that you come in, browse, do your shopping, enjoy the space, check out, and then you're going to be, like we said, exiting through the back door. But there will be no winding tomorrow. Of course, you know, we will wind your yarn. It may mean that you have to make an extra trip in maybe sometime next week or before you use your yarn, and we'll be happy to wind it. We always do. So make sure that you know, you come in with that expectation tomorrow that you know you're not going to get your yarn wound.
It's like Black Friday. If you ever shop Black Friday with us, that's kind of what we're setting up for. Without as many people, hopefully.
And as I said, you know, if we do get busy and you see that the front parking lot is getting full, you can always park around the back because you'll be exiting out that way, and you can walk around to the front and, you know, just come in that door because that's the entrance door. But since you'll be going out back, know that we've got plenty of parking in the back of the shop as well. And so that's pretty much it. Just be sure when you come in that, you know, this just isn't the time to come in and just browse for 30 minutes or 40 minutes or, you know, even longer and just stay in the shop. Because this is an event, just come in and shop and get what you want, and then we're going to ask that you exit so somebody else can come in. You know, we always love to have you in here and spending time with touching yarn and browsing for yarn, but with this special weekend and knowing that we have to have only a certain number in the shop.
I'm trying to accommodate everybody who wants to come in.
Just keep those things in mind, and we appreciate it.
Okay. All right, well, let's get to the fun bit, all right? What you're here for. What are we doing? So last week we walked you through, if you haven't watched that video yet, it's still on our Facebook feed. And actually we are now, you guys may have noticed, we have a YouTube channel.
We're big time!
And so what we're doing is we're downloading these videos and loading them up onto our YouTube channel. So if you have anybody who maybe doesn't do Facebook, you can say, hey, you know, you can watch these videos on their YouTube channel. But anyway, if you want to go back and watch last week's video, it's also still on our Facebook feed. We walk you through just kind of the structure of the weekend. But this week, what we want to do is we want to talk about what are we specifically going to have in store. So I'm going to talk first about, we've got some free items with purchase. So everybody who buys something from us this weekend gets one of our cute little Katrinkles wooden stitch markers with the little dancing sheep logo.
And if you're a crocheter, we have them with the lobster claws.
We do. If you're a crocheter, we have them with the lobster class. Otherwise, they're on a stitch marker ring. All right, that is going to be free with any purchase. With the $50 purchase, you are going to get, these are so stinking cute.
Yeah.
All right, so these little keychains with our logo, done for us by Daisy Said, by Angie. Now, you can do a couple of things with this. You can just have this cute little key holder on your key ring, all right? You can put, it's got this little slit here. You can put like your scissors in this. You could put some chapstick in it. Or what you're gonna get with this is a little empty bottle that you can put your hand sanitizer in. And then that slips. I'm not gonna do it because I don't wanna stretch this out too terribly much. But this little hand sanitizer bottle, you can fill it up and then you can stick it in there. And you can have your hand sanitizer clipped onto your purse or your knitting bag. All right. So that if you're out knitting in public and people want to touch your project, you can say fine, but you have to sanitize your hands first. All right.
Aren't they cute?
So this is free with a $50 purchase. All right. And then with a $100 purchase, you are going to receive one of these great little Sling backpack bags. They're drawstring Sling backpacks. They're this poly material. These are great for maybe taking your knitting to the beach or the pool because it's going to keep it safe from water. This is free with a $100 purchase. And then with a $150 purchase, you will have the option to buy our really nice tote bag for $10. This is a special price for this tote bag, $10 with a $150 purchase. It does zip closed, okay? So it's got a zipper at the top. It's got a zipper pocket on the outside. We will all go to fiber events again, okay? It will happen. And when you do, this is a great tote to take with you to your fiber event. So you're going to be able to buy that for $10 with the $150 purchase.
And that is online as well as in shop.
Yes.
So we'll just be, as the online orders come in, we will grab any of the specials that you qualify for and we will
into your purchase.
tuck them in. Yep.
And also, for all of our folks shopping online this weekend, normally we have $7 flat rate shipping for this weekend only. So starting tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. and running through 5 p.m. on Monday. If you purchase $150 or more, your purchase will ship for free. Okay? So, that's coming up.
Yeah. So we're going to talk to you a little bit. We're going to switch gears and talk to you about some of the special offerings you're going to see when you come into the shop this week. We've had lots of excitement. I think we've generated a lot of excitement over the special colorway that's coming. And although we do not, the skeins are being delivered today, so we don't have them to show you. But I do have the sample that we had knit in that sample color. And this is the color first. Let me just hold it up so you can see the color.
It's going to look a little bit, this is a different base.
Yeah.
If you've seen, if you follow Little Fox Yarns or us on Instagram or Facebook, we have posted the pictures of the skeins. Actual pictures of the skeins.
Yeah, the reason is, and I think everybody understands right now, there is a supply chain issue, and that's happened a little bit with Vixen. So we did have to switch gears because we were getting so many skeins for the weekend. It is still fingering weight, but it's not. It's going to be on her single ply base. Yep. But it's going to, it's called Monos, but it's just the color took to that base just a little bit differently, but basically this is that, it's just a deep bluish gray. It's so pretty.
The color's called River Woman.
Yeah, it's so pretty. And the first 20 people who actually buy the 2 skeins of yarn, and we are limiting it to 2 per person, because of
we want everybody hopefully
yeah,
to
we
get
want
it,
everybody to have
it.
a chance. We don't want anybody coming in. If you want, we have the free pattern. First 20 people who want this pattern.
The pattern's called Lake Song. It's a beautiful shawl. It takes 2 skeins of fingering weight yarn. As we said, we have 20 codes, guys, 20. So the first 20 people who purchase 2 skeins of River Woman will get a code for the shawl pattern.
Yeah, so that's one of our, that's the big special this week is that colorway. So yeah, that's something to look forward to from Amy.
And then we are going to have kits. So let's talk about kits. First thing I want to talk about, you may have seen us post this. This is the fabulous Painting Bricks shawl by Stephen West. This pattern's been really popular in the shop. It came out, I think, right around the beginning of when the world slid off the rails. And a lot of us have found this pattern to be lots and lots of fun to work up. It's got these great, you're only working with one color each row. It's got these great slip stitch detail, kind of turns into like a stained glass kind of a look. And this sample right here was actually done by Karen, who works here in the shop. And it turned out so pretty that we decided we were going to make kits for it. Now, Karen modified the pattern. She did not put the border on the pattern, okay? She knit the main body of the pattern, and then she did an I-cord bind off. She didn't knit the actual border because she didn't want the shawl to be quite as big. We know that Stephen West
likes the big shawl.
Likes it. Well, he's 6'6", so, you know, he likes a big shawl. So Karen wanted it to be more manageable, all right? So we're going to have kits for this. The kit, you can do one that looks exactly like Karen's shawl. The kit is going to include 2 skeins of Rich Hill fibers in our Poe Museum colorway, which is the black, the shaded semi-solid black, and 1 braid of Anzula Fibers squishy skeinettes in the rainbow colorway. All right, so 2 skeins of Poe, 1 braid will knit the shawl without the border. Okay, if you want to do it exactly the way Karen did and you don't want to do the border, then that will do it. If you want to knit the full pattern the way Stephen wrote it with that border on it, you are going to need to buy an extra braid. Okay, because otherwise you're not going to run, you're going to run out of these little skeinets. We will have extra braids available to add on to your kit, but the kit will be 2 skeins of Poe and 1 braid to do the modified version. If you want to do the whole pattern as written, we'll have extra braids for you to purchase. And if this is not quite your thing, we'll have this other colorway, an alternative. Will be, the main color will be this really pretty kind of driftwood color. It's called Seaside by Anzula Fiber Squishy. And then we've got this braid that's all these beautiful shades of blues and greens. All right, so again, the kit will be 2 skeins of the main color and 1 braid to do the modified version. We'll have extra braids that you can add on to the kit if you want to knit the full length version of the shawl.
And again, guys, we have limited quantities of these, so when it's gone,
it's
they're
gone. All right.
Yeah, we don't know how long they'll last.
Yeah.
Remember.
We're doing our best.
We don't know. All right. The next one that we're going to have out, let me move this to the down to the floor so we can see, is the Ridge Wedding Shawl. That's this one right here. Let's see if I can move him over just a little bit. Can everybody see that? This is the Ridge Wedding Shawl. This was knit by Mary Scott, and it is absolutely, positively gorgeous. The pattern was written by Catherine Jewel Harris, and the yarn that is featured here is Urban Girl Fingering. We have the kits for this shawl in those colors.
In this exact color palette.
Yeah, so we have these, and they will be, again, available online and in shop. But once they're gone, okay? And these have really, the specials for these, since we've kitted them, we've been able to give you a really good price for the kit. So we'll have those, again, on the website or in shop.
Yep. And so the next one we're going to have, you've seen this one. I did an Inspire Me about this a couple weeks ago. This is the Outing Shawl by Irene Lynn. So we're going to have our kits for this. This is done in Big Bad Wool Weepaca. Which is a nice squidgy, this is a worsted weight shawl, so it's a really nice heavyweight shawl. So we're going to have some kits up for this for the Outing Shawl by Irene Lynn. And one quick note, all of these kits that we're doing, the pattern's not included, guys. Okay, you will have to purchase the pattern separately via Ravelry. And if you come in store and shop, remember that we're not doing in-store pattern purchases this weekend, okay? We'll be happy to write down the name of the pattern for you. You can either go home and buy it via Ravelry on your own, or if you want to come in next week and we'll get it purchased and printed for you. But just to make sure, all these kits that we're talking about, the pattern is a separate purchase.
Now, if you come into the store and you want this, our kits are made up very similar to this.
Yeah, they're this, pretty much.
We can't put every combination online. So we've got this kit. But if you come into the store and you see some other colors that we have that you would like to substitute out, if you're here, we can do that.
We can absolutely do that.
We can't do that online,
right.
But we can do that if you come in the store. So if this is something you want to consider, and you come in, we will definitely switch out some colors for you.
Yep.
And give you the kit price.
Yep. Okay.
And the last one that we're going to show you is the Fleur, which is hanging on the mannequin with the pink dress back here. This has gotten a lot of great response, and we have some great kits for that left. Those are specially priced as well, and they will be online, and you'll see them when you come in the store. This is a pattern by Espas Tricot. This pattern is free. So yeah, and it is really, really pretty. It's just garter stitching and these baubles, and she does give you the directions on how to do that. But just a different fun look for a shawl. So we do have kits for those.
And these are done in Little Fox in her Vulpine DK Vulpine base and her nuage Surrey alpaca silk base.
Yep. All right, so we're also going to be having some Zoom sessions. Now, we are going to try with those Zoom sessions to be having them air in here as people are shopping in store, okay? Because they were running, all 6 shops are doing a Zoom session each day,
right.
Okay? So you want to see, you want to take a look at what other people are going to be doing with their Zoom sessions. You can find that information out on our website. We have a scroll down for James River Yarn Scroll. If you want to just go to the James River yarncrawl.com website, all of the information on everybody's Zoom links and the hot links for those Zoom sessions will be there. But we're going to try to be broadcasting those Zoom sessions while in shop. So we're going to try. I'm not promising anything, but we're going to try. So on Saturday, September 12th, our Zoom session that day is from 1 to 2. That's going to be Amy and Brian of Little Fox Yarns. Amy has got a curated collection, so it's not what you normally would see every day. So I don't want you to feel like, I can shop their yarns anytime. She's got some special new colors that she's going to be sharing with you, and she's got some kits that she's put together, and they are awesome, and we cannot wait for you to see them. But she and Brian, her husband, they're going to be showing those that curated collection to you. And I don't know if you realize this, but they are also amazing musicians, and they travel a lot or do a lot around town with weddings and things like that. So they're going to play for you too. They're just going to give you some entertainment. So play and sing. So we're excited to have them with us on Saturday.
And so Sunday, our Zoom session is going to be a little bit shorter because we're not open. We're only open from 1 to 4 on Sunday. Mm-hmm. So our Zoom session is going to be a half hour. It's from 2:30 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And we're going to have Jeff and Abby of Storied Fiber Arts, who are our dyers for our Rich Hill Yarns collection. So those colors are all dyed exclusively for us. They're a beautiful semi-solid tonal palette. Vintage, rich colors, and all of them are named after landmarks or parks and things around the city of Richmond. So they're going to talk to you about the different colors and the inspirations, and you are going to be able to put together your own kit for this pattern at a special price on Sunday. So this is called Triangle Parade by Stephen West. This is a really fun modular knit pattern, which means you're starting down at this end and knitting these triangles and picking up off of each other in stripes. It's a lot of fun. It's a great way to play with color. Take 6 skeins of yarn, and so you will be able to put together your own kit. The fun things about this is that our palette is literally dyed so that all the yarns go together, no matter what you choose. And that'll be
smart to do that.
That'll be a special price on Sunday. From 2:30 to 3 o'clock during that Zoom
That'll
session.
be a half-hour Zoom session. All right, and then on Monday, we are so excited to help launch Deirdre Scoggin. She has been one of our, participants in our Tuesday morning group for a long time. She has just started our her own business, and we're excited to bring her products to you, and you're not going to want to miss it. She's quite an artist. She is first going to be, she's got buttons that she creates. These are hand done. I mean, she has a kiln. She also uses things like antler and driftwood, and she's going to show you these beautiful buttons that she has. And she's also going to be showing you some of her vessels that she makes. Because these are all handcrafted, you've got to understand there's very limited quantities.
There's one of each.
And so you've got to really, understand that we can always place an order for later and then we can have it shipped to you. But for right now, what is available is, just very limited because she's done them all by hand. She's also starting to dye yarn, and it is lovely. It's very rustic. It's not superwash. She's been very careful to source out only the most environmentally friendly processes. And she is using a local mill in Virginia, and she is dyeing the yarn, and it is absolutely gorgeous. The colors are beautiful. So we're excited to welcome her, introduce you to to her products, and she'll be coming to you from the beach. So tune in, and that is going to be Monday, September 14th from 12 to 1.
And yes, Lorna, to answer your question, any of the kits and things that we're talking about yes, they will be available for purchase online while supplies last. They're going to be available for purchase in store, online, but remember we do have limited quantities of these.
And then in store on Saturday, we're going to have Naila Plasky in, and she is the designer for our James River Yarn Crawl shawl. So this is the crochet version of the shawl, as you can see.
It's called Down the River to the Ocean.
And then this is the knitted version of the shawl. Both of these were done with Little Fox yarn. We just love the vixen. We just love the silky drape that creates. So she's going to be here in shop for you to meet if you're going to be wearing your shawl. She'd love to see them. And we're going to have her here Saturday just, for you to chat with. And she is a very prolific designer in her own right. And she's got all of her patterns are on Ravelry, so you can see some of the other things that she's done. But yes, she's going to be here, and we can't wait for you to meet her on Saturday. She'll be at Center of the Yarniverse on Sunday, but she'll be here Saturday.
All right, so lastly, there are prizes involved. What time will she be here on Saturday, Naila?
She'll be here when we open.
She'll be here when we open at 10.
Yeah.
All right, she'll be here when we open at 10. Okay, so prizes. All right, so this is of course part of the whole fun of a yarn crawl. Are prizes, and as we said last week, because we're having this be a hybrid event, you can shop in person, you can shop online, you can shop some stores in person and other stores online. We are not going to be having the physical passports that you get stamped. If you remember those from last year or from other yarn crawls you may have done, you do not have to get a physical passport stamped. We're not going to do anything like that. The way this is going to work is that every time you make a purchase over the course of the weekend, you will be entered into that store's prize drawings, and there's going to be a grand prize drawing at the end of the crawl on Monday evening. Everybody who's made any purchases, every time you make a purchase, your name is going to go into the drawing for the grand prize for each shop. That'll happen Monday afternoon or Monday evening. And then each day, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, there's also going to be a daily prize. So when you make a purchase, whether this is online or in store, if you're buying online, we're going to fill these out for you, okay? You don't have to worry about it. But you're going to get an entry ticket for the grand prize drawing, and you're going to get an entry ticket for the daily prize for that day. All right, and so each afternoon after we close, we'll draw the prize. Each shop will draw the prize for that day, and then at the end of the weekend, we'll draw a prize for the grand prize. So let me talk to you real quick about the daily prizes.
Hold on just 1 second. We will go live online right at 10 o'clock on Saturday.
Yes. All right. So the kits and things that we've talked about will go online at 10 a.m. on Saturday, and then they'll be up until we run out. Now, for the Zoom sessions, though, those
are different. Yeah.
So for the Zoom sessions, we talked about the Zoom sessions. The products that are going to be talked about at those Zoom sessions go live when those Zoom sessions start, okay? So like tomorrow morning, if you get on at 10, you'll see like the Fleur kits, which have Amy's yarn, but you won't see the yarn, the curated collection that Amy and Brian have put together for Little Fox. That won't be live yet. That won't go live until 1 o'clock when their Zoom session starts.
And that's a good point. And we will keep that, once it goes live at the Zoom session with them, we'll keep that link active until
it
Monday.
runs out, right? Or supplies run out,
yeah.
whichever comes 1st. All right. So the daily prizes for us on Saturday. The prize is going to be a Jewel shawl pin.
Beautiful.
All right,
Jewel
beautiful shawl pin by Jewel. Our prize for Sunday is going to be this great little felted notions pouch by Brooklyn Haberdashery. It's a good size, fits all your notions in it, handmade by Brooklyn Haberdashery. And then the prize for Monday is going to be 2 skeins of Rich Hill yarns in the winner's choice of colorway. I have tacky lights here, but you get to pick. All right, that'll be the Monday daily prize. And then at the end of the crawl, we will draw for our grand prize. Our grand prize consists of this Daisy Said Yarn Keeper bag with our logo on it. All right. A set of Katrinkles, a whole set of Katrinkle stitch markers with our logo on them.
Yeah. Those are,
Okay. A Daisy Said, this is a little tumbler. I keep wine in mine. It keeps it really nicely
These days
chilled. Or those hard seltzers, you know, put your White Claw in there. That keeps that nicely chilled for you. You're going to have a Love and Leche lanolin bar. All right, we're all washing our hands a lot these days. This is going to help with that. And then you also get to pick out 2 skeins of Rich Hill yarns in whatever colorway you want. What River Woman yarn will go live Saturday at 10 a.m. All right, that's when the River Woman yarn will go live, Saturday 10 a.m. with all the other kits and specials that we're going to put up. Okay?
I didn't even say that. Yes, that's the name of the yarn. It's called, the colorway is River Woman.
And remember, it's 2 skeins per person. That's the purchase limit on the River Woman yarn.
Yep. Oh, phew, that's it.
Oh, and if you made a Down the River to
yeah.
the Ocean shawl, remember this pattern came out back in March before the world slid off the rails. If you made one, be sure to post it to Instagram with the hashtag JRYCCrawlShawl and tag the store that you bought your yarn from, because tomorrow afternoon, I'm assuming, we will somebody, I don't know who does the drawing for that, but somebody's going to be drawing a name for a prize for that make-along. All right. And your Zoom info. Okay, if you go to the James River Yarn Crawl website, all right, jamesriveryarncrawl.com, and we're going to, as soon as we get off, we're going to put links in the comments. You'll be able to find links to all this. That will have the Zoom schedule for the whole weekend, and we'll have links that will take you directly to those Zoom sessions, so that you can just go straight in there. You don't have to have the Zoom app or anything downloaded. You can just go straight to the Zoom session.
And guys, we've worked really hard as a group of 6 women business owners to bring you this event, and especially in these times of COVID. So we just ask for grace and patience. This has been the mantra. This
growth.
that I have. Yeah,
Grace and growth.
Grace and growth. Grace and patience and growth. This weekend, as we seriously have no idea what to expect, and we're just going to be taking it as it comes. So please bear with us, knowing that we so appreciate your support for small business, especially in these times when it's been so tough. So we couldn't do this without you. Thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you this weekend, either virtually or on Zoom or on in store. But we hope you have a great weekend. With the absence of all of the yarn festivals and things, we hope this will bring a smile to your face this weekend. So thank you so much.
James, or the Instagram link, do you mean the hashtag? Joyce, the hashtag is for the Down the River to the Ocean shawl. If you already have it completed, the make-along ends tomorrow. You need to post that shawl, if you've made it, either the crochet or the knit version, with hashtag JRYCCrawlShawl, and I'll put that in the comments.
Yeah, we'll link that for you.
Okay, so because that's how they're gonna find you for your entries.
Yeah, well, thank you guys. You have a great weekend. Enjoy your crawl and scroll.
Yes.
Take care. Bye-bye.